They paid me $1,000 a night to house sit, follow some weird rules, and never open the door after 10 p.m. Easy money, until one night, I opened the door. And saw something I didn't expect. Jack texted me again. One night. Same rules. One change. There's a woman inside. Don't talk to her. Don't look at her. Just ignore her. Quote. I stared at the message for a long time, heart thrumming. I'd made over $5,000 from Jack's favors by now. Deliveries, errands, overnight house sitting. Easy stuff. At least on the surface. But his rules always lingered long after I left his place, a weird taste in my mouth I couldn't name. Still, I was broke. One night could cover rent and groceries for 2 months. Got it, I replied, though my fingers hesitated. She's not real, Jack added. Don't answer the door tonight. And again, she's not real. Quote. My phone buzzed with the transfer. Instantly tempting. I arrived around 7 p.m. Same palatial home. Same maroon carpet. Same thick air that smelled like cedar and secrets. Inside, everything was untouched. Artificial. The kind of perfection that made you feel like you were inside a dollhouse instead of a home. On the dining table was the usual rules list. Longer this time. Lock the door when you enter and exit. Only answer calls from Marvin. Don't turn on any faucets between 9 and 11 p.m. Don't open the door for anyone. No matter what they say. After 10 p.m. If the hallway closet is open, sleep in the library. If closed, choose any bedroom. The gardener comes at midnight. If he knocks, hide. Play static on the TV all night. Do not look at the woman. Do not speak to the woman. She is not real. She is not your wife. She was never your wife. I blinked. The wording chilled me. She is not your wife. What the hell was that supposed to mean? I followed the rules. I always do. I locked the door behind me, checked the hallway closet. It was closed, so I picked the guest bedroom. But when I walked past the living room, there was someone crouched behind the couch. Just barely visible. Long dark hair pooling on the floor. I caught only a glimpse. The edge of a pale cheek. One wide, watching eye. It was her. But that was impossible. I hadn't seen Lynn in months. Not since I left her standing in my brother's driveway. Not since the night I ran barefoot through the streets after she laughed at me from inside the bathroom closet. Not since she started. I backed away slowly, heart pounding. I bolted from the room, down the stairs, slipping on the plush carpet. I made it to the front door. Locked, bolted. I couldn't open it in time. Behind me, soft laughter. From multiple directions. I turned and saw her. Peeking from behind the living room curtain. Peeking from the kitchen island. Peeking from the stairwell. Peeking from inside the TV. Too many of her. All watching. All grinning. I ran to the only room that felt safe. The library. Heavy oak door. Only room that ever felt protected in this place. Inside was a cot, a Bible, and a photograph of Jack. But the photo was different now. He wasn't alone. Next to him stood Lynn. Their arms around each other. I grabbed the photo, heart crashing into my ribs. She wasn't my wife. She was never my wife. The door creaked open behind me. Jack stood there, but his face looked wrong. Like it had been worn by someone else. Skin too tight, eyes too calm. She picked you, he said. Said you reminded her of someone. Quote. My throat closed. She becomes them, you know, Jack continued. Takes their shape, their smile. You get close enough to love her, and she never lets go. Quote. I backed into the bookshelf. Jack leaned forward. You let her in once already. Quote. Behind him, the many Lynns crawled in, grinning. Their smiles splitting too wide. I screamed. I woke up in a hospital bed. IV in my arm. Restraints on my wrists. A nurse was talking to a police officer outside my room. They found me unconscious on the floor of a burned-out mansion. Jack's house had been abandoned for years, they said. Nothing but ruins and soot. No signs of anyone else. No Marvin. They found dozens of photos in my pocket. Of me and a woman smiling. Wedding photos, vacation pictures, everything. But when they ran facial recognition on the woman, they said she didn't exist. I've been in psychiatric care for 2 months now. But last night, the night nurse handed me an envelope. No return address. Inside. Thank you for your service. $1,000 as promised. She's missed you. Quote. Under the note, a photo. Peeking at me from the edge of the hallway. I turned it over. Written in red ink. You forgot the TV again. Watch out. I've been in psychiatric care for 2 months now. But last night, the night nurse handed me an envelope. No return address. Inside. Thank you for your service. $1,000 as promised. She's missed you. Quote. Under the note, a photo. Peeking at me from the edge of the hallway. I turned it over. Written in red ink. You forgot the TV again. Watch out.